So this is Supercharge Your Seller Networking at eBay Open. I wanted to start with this quote from eBay's founder, Pierre Omidyar. I was just pursuing what I enjoyed doing. I mean, I was pursuing my passion. So here we are to get passionate about seller networking at eBay Open. And eBay sellers are passionate, right, about what we do. It is why it is so wonderful to network with our fellow sellers. So we're going to supercharge our seller networking. But people will say to me, but Kathy, how do I do that? So the first thing to supercharge your seller networking is to decide that you are going to have an awesome time, and you are. And there are many ways to network, even for introverts. I'm including tips for my introvert seller friends. So let's discover ways for you to network with sellers that matches your style. And it's going to be different for everybody, right? Just like selling, our styles are different. Same thing with our networking. So are you looking for other sellers in your category? Okay, is that your main networking goal? Again, this is seller to seller networking. Are you looking to get acquainted with sellers in a category that you're considering? So maybe I'm thinking about luxury, or I'm thinking about eBay automotive, and I want to get acquainted with sellers in a category that I'm just starting to check out. Do I want some terrific shipping tips from my fellow sellers? Am I interested in ideas about organizing my home workspace? Again, from my fellow sellers. And how about some great sourcing tips, right, from my fellow sellers? So that's why I encourage you to set one main networking goal. Keep that in mind. And then the other ones are all great. Put them in order. But by being focused about what your networking goals are, you're going to get it accomplished. Now, let's start with the in-person events, okay? I have ideas for my virtual attendees, but I do want to start with the in-person. So there's two ways to network in person during eBay Open. First, there are kickoff parties. These are seller hosted. And Adam and Rebecca showed a slide with all the locations. And just for you to know, it is all recorded, so you will get to see that slide. But I grabbed a quick screenshot with my phone. And the places where there are seller hosted watch parties or kickoff parties is Bellflower, California, Portland, Oregon, Salt Lake City, Utah, Lafayette, Colorado, Dallas, Texas, Belleville, Michigan, and more. The link at the bottom, see sellerevents.ebay.com, that link, and you can also search on the internet, ebay.com kickoff parties 2023. You'll see the entire list. They are free, but you need to register because the sellers are organizing them. It's a great way to meet sellers in person. And then there's the studio events that are in 4 cities hosted by eBay. And those are in Philadelphia. And if you're going to Philly, I'll see you there. Atlanta, Chicago, Phoenix, they are sold out. So whether you're attending a kickoff party or a studio event, I encourage you to bring business cards because they have your contact information. If you prefer to use a virtual business card, and I've got one, there's some great free apps on the internet where you can create one with your social media, your contact information, and it creates a QR code. So take a look at doing that. And you're going to be reaching out to wonderful friends that you haven't met yet and introduce yourself. These are people that are just like you. They're eBay sellers. So things like, what do you sell? How long have you been selling on eBay? Is this your first eBay Open? Is this your first live event? Okay. And then you can talk about what's the newest thing that you just sold? What's the newest listing you just put up? There's a lot of ways to start conversations with eBay sellers. You can even start networking while you're checking in. When I attended the studio event in New York last year, this year East Coast, we're in Philly, there was a line because we had to show our credentials checking in. Start talking with your fellow sellers. Again, hey, how are you? Where are you from? Are you in New York, Jersey, Connecticut? You know, if you're going to the event in Philadelphia, which is where I'm going, hi, are you from Pennsylvania or Connecticut, Chicago? You talk about where people are from. Again, what's their favorite thing to sell, how many years they're selling. But you can start to network with sellers while you're checking in. Virtual chatting with your fellow sellers at eBay Open. And we're doing it now, okay? While you're attending eBay Open online live, there is always a chat function on during presentations. You see it on the right bar when you're on the desktop. This is not available with the recorded sessions. The chat function is only available during live. All presentations during eBay Open, every day, every presentation will have a chat. So jump in, just like today. Hi, waving from New York, Connecticut, California. You talk about the weather, what you're selling. Also, during the staff-led workshops, the seller-led breakouts, and the daily networking breaks, and those are the beginning and the end of each day, they will have a live Q&A. And the way it's going to work, from what I understand, is at the end of the presentation, the presenters will come live on camera, and there will be a Q&A function with the presenters. So take a look at that, okay? And that's going to be a big help for you. Virtual chatting with your fellow sellers. So think about, again, back to your networking goal. What is your number one goal with your seller networking? Is it around a topic? Is it around geographical area? You want to meet people in the Colorado area, in Texas, in Missouri, in California? Or are you more interested in meeting people in certain categories? Fashion, trading cards, collectibles. And then, like what Adam and Rebecca were saying, you will see the agenda. You can pick it by what your choices are. And the ones that you want to really connect with sellers, because you're going to want the Q&A function, attend those live. And when you get great content, when people say great things and give great answers, be sure to say thank you. That's a part of the networking with each other, right? I also, again, back to the phone, I will screenshot great answers, great questions, because again, that Q&A is going to go away. That chat is going to go away. And you swear you're going to remember something going, boy, that was such a great comment. Boy, I really want to network with that seller. And then you forget. So I'm telling you, your cell phone is your friend. And again, you want to follow up with a seller presenter. Anna was in the chat earlier. So you want to follow up with Anna. Typically at the end of seller presentations, they will share where they are on social media. So they will share their Facebook, their Instagram, their YouTube, and you can follow up with them. Rebecca mentioned the speed networking, and this really sounds like fun. This is during the networking time, which is that hour at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. What you'll find is there's a networking tab. You click it, and you can join a networking session. They're 5 minutes long with a fellow seller. eBay's pairing you up, and they're pairing you up based on your interests. So, and we're going to go over it. You want to fill out your Hopin profile, because then it lets eBay know what your interests are. So that way they've got a better shot at putting you with a seller with similar interests. Each speed networking session is 5 minutes long. So you can do more than one. You could also do a speed networking session, then hop over to a networking session, excuse me, with a topic, and then go back and do another speed networking session. I did ask the team, and you can do more than one. So enjoy checking this out. It's a brand new feature this year. Your Hopin profile. I want to talk about this because this is important. Your Hopin profile will help eBay pair you with a seller with similar interests. Your Hopin profile is also super helpful. Again, we're chatting, we're networking with our fellow sellers. I'm going to click and take a look at you like, who is this person? Just like you do on social media, right? You take a look at their Facebook profile, take a look at their Instagram profile. Well, we can check out each other's Hopin profiles. This is mine to the right. So you can upload a picture. You're like, Kathy, I really don't want to upload a picture. That's fine. You can upload your eBay store logo. Upload a product that you sell. You sell a lot of sneakers. Upload a picture of sneakers. Upload a picture of a beautiful dress you just sold. But I do encourage profiles because we like to network with people. You put in a headline. I've put in love to be selling because that is the name I go by on the internet. And then you have an about section. This is where to put how long you've been selling on eBay. This is where to put the things that you like to sell, the things that you're looking forward to with eBay Open. And listen, you have clickable links in your Hopin profile. You have clickable links for LinkedIn if you have a LinkedIn account, for Twitter, which is now X in case you have one. And you have a clickable link for your website. Now, my eBay store owners, this is the perfect place to put a link to your eBay store, right? So put a link to your eBay store. Sellers that don't have an eBay store, you could put a link to your Instagram. You could put a link to your Facebook business page. It is a clickable link. So I encourage you to put whatever link you would like there for people to be able to look at your social media, connect with you, or look at your eBay store. Use that website link. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, they don't have clickable links for that. So one, you could use the website link for that if you don't have a store or you don't want to put your store as the clickable link. You can also put your handles, right? Love to be selling, Kathy's Boutique, Michael's eBay store. I'm thinking my friends Bill and Maida Webster, Connectables, whatever your name is on Instagram or TikTok, you can put it in your About section. Follow me on TikTok, put your name. Connect with me on Instagram, put your name. So this is where you put where you want people to connect with you, is in your Hopin profile. Also, it gives eBay the information if you're going to be doing speed networking, so that way they connect you with a seller with similar interests. And speaking of social media, and Rebecca and Adam brought it up, eBay Open always has an awesome virtual photo booth. It's super fun. Jump in there, take selfies. There's stickers you can add, there's filters you can add. Then once you've taken the selfie, you can then share them on social media. Again, this is a great way to network with your fellow sellers. And I encourage you to use the official eBay Open hashtag, which is eBay Open 2023, and tag your photos with that, because then you can find your fellow sellers when you're out and about on social media. And an advanced tip for my advanced social media people, if you're not aware of this, on Instagram, you can sign up that you want to follow a hashtag. So you could follow this hashtag eBay Open 2023. So that way you can find your fellow sellers as they're posting on Instagram. Also be checking the eBay community boards. People will be posting there about attending eBay Open. And you're welcome to join a very special pop-up Facebook group that I've created for eBay Open called eBay Open Seller Community. We already have over 580 eBay Open attendees in the group. So come on over. It's going to be open during eBay Open to facilitate sellers networking with each other. So this is your eBay Open. Set a seller networking goal that's best for you. Again, I want to network with people in my area. I really want to work on my inventory. I really want to chat with other sellers about inventory organization. I really want to grow my business. I want to network with sellers that have experience with growing their business, or they're in the process of growing their business. And with your networking goals in mind, then you pick the sessions that are best for you to attend live. Why? Because the live sessions have the live Q&A with the presenters, also where you can connect with your fellow sellers. And this is how to get a hold of me. And for those of you that are watching the replay that don't have access to the chat and the Q&A function, you're very welcome to message me. You can message me through my website, ilovetobeselling.com. I also have a podcast, the I Love to Be Selling podcast. You can message me through Instagram messages, I'm Love to Be Selling. You can message me through my Facebook business page, I'm Love to Be Selling. Did you get a theme? TikTok, Love to Be Selling. My Pinterest is not really the best for messaging each other, but I encourage you to follow me on Pinterest if you're there. My YouTube channel, you can just search Kathy's YouTube or Kathy Terrill, I Love to Be Selling. And I'm on Threads, the new meta social media. So with all of that being said, and I've seen you guys being super busy, is let's get going and answer some questions. Beth is saying, hi, Stephanie. She's Instagram. Instagram is fun, and eBay Open is the perfect time to jump on Instagram. And again, the photo booth would be a great way to start, is to grab some selfies and then post them on Instagram. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey. I just wanted to follow up with that. Someone just asked, I post on Instagram twice a year. Should I be using it? Should I still use it for networking? What would you say to that person?
So one with Instagram has a business account and a personal account. So I would encourage you is to take a look at it. Do you have a business or a personal? And when you're setting up your Instagram, and I'm sure there's going to be great tips from Jessica on social media during eBay Open, you do want to use your eBay name. So let's say, I'm trying to think of somebody. Oh, Michael Lamb, I believe Michael Lamb's in here, is Lamb's Collectibles. So your Instagram name would be Lamb's Collectibles. So make sure you're doing that. It goes to what is called branding, which is sort of an intermediate advanced tip, but I want to give that in here for the sellers, is so name your Instagram or your Facebook business page or your TikTok is the same, and you want it to be your eBay store name. So if you've started an Instagram, you're really not using it that much, and it's not your eBay store name, you might want to start from scratch, and do start with a business account. They are free, and you'll get great analytics. And thanks for asking that. Okay,
Kathy, there was another one. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Steph.
Oh, I was just going to say, there was one person that noticed there wasn't any Central California groups, only Southern and Northern. So she's wondering if she should start a Central meeting. And if you have any tips for like starting up a seller meeting group.
This is great. I love it. First of all, please do me a favor and message me wherever you're comfortable messaging me. So you can message me through my Facebook business page. You can message me through my Instagram, because I will give you the email for the community team that's in charge of helping with seller meetings. We actually just had a meeting before this event. And yes, so the biggest way to start a seller meeting, for those of you that are interested, I run the one in the New York area, is think of an area where you could meet with perhaps half a dozen people. When we started, we met at like a local coffee shop. And then you just let people know that when they come, they need to buy like a bagel or a coffee or something. And find a place where you're able to get a table, get a space, and that you're not intruding on other people. And then if you take over the table for like an hour and a half, it's going to be okay. Some places have a private dining room, but we literally just started with a table and coffee at a local coffee shop. And then you put notices out on, again, the community team can help you with that. That's why you get a hold of me. Is you can just post on your Facebook business page, hey, Southern California seller friends, I'm going to do a meeting, pick a day and time, come on, let's get together and let's talk about selling together. And literally that's how you start. It's just like here with the chat, just sellers sitting around a table and exchanging ideas. But feel free to reach out to me, because starting one in Central California is a great idea. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Hi, Kat. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Bruce. Boshi, Kathy, nice to meet you. I have a big brand. How do I register my brand? Boshi, this is about seller networking. So if you've got questions about your brand, about selling, what you should do is during open, attend sessions that are about that, and also reach out to eBay customer service. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Kaomi.
Hey, Kathy,
So,
we had a question come in.
I'm sorry, hang on a second. Moshe's saying won't show as a seller business. Moshe, you need to read out to eBay customer service. Hi, Diane.
Kathy, we had a question come in just asking if you thought it was better to attend in person or virtual, which, we can do both. So I'll let you talk to that.
You could do both. So for instance, it just depends where you are. There are parts of the United States where you're just not able, like the studio events, they're sold out. So you can't get in, because people always message me, Kathy, get me in. It's like, when it's closed, it's closed. But the in-person seller events are fantastic, and they're all across the United States. They're run by terrific sellers. You do need to register. And this is because the rooms they have only hold a certain amount of people, and they want to make sure that everybody is comfortable. Also, there's swag at the kickoff parties, and they want to make sure they order enough swag. So do go to an in-person if you can. If you're in an area where there isn't a kickoff, there isn't an in-person, I'm thinking my friends in Kansas City, there isn't one nearby, you attend online and attend live as much as you can, because like what we're doing here with the chat, with the Q&A, you only will get that with the live. You will not get that with the recorded. So do that, okay? Never seems to be a local in Southern Florida. Now, Stacy, I'm going to tell you, I was down there in June because I have a dear friend in Florida, and they had one. Patty Whitlock runs the meetup in Fort Lauderdale, and it was huge meetup. So I believe her sign up, look on meetup.com. It was in Miami. So that's pretty South Florida. So take a look at Patty's Fort Lauderdale meetup, because a lot of times they meet in Miami. The swag emails will be shortly after the event. Oh, yes, and everybody's going to be ready. Anyone attending the one in Phoenix? Anthony, I know a bunch of people attending Phoenix, and to Phoenix credit, it was the first one to sell out. So you are going to rock it. Phoenix is going to totally rock it. Northern Virginia, DC, can't find any meetups. Gary, there might be one starting in the DC area, so hang tight on that, okay? Because I've seen some rumblings about that. There used to be one in Northern Virginia, so just keep an eye out. And the other thing is, seriously, if you want to start one, message me through my website, Instagram, Facebook. We can chat back and forth. I will send you the email for the wonderful seller meeting team.
Kathy, do you want to swap your slide so everyone can see your contact information?
Yo, I don't know if I can get back to my slide, so hang on a second. Basically, if you just search Kathy Terrill, I love to be selling, you cannot miss me. So hang on a second. I just got a message from my wonderful friend Michael saying, hang on a second. Michael, send me the message again because it went away. Hang on a second, you guys. Okay.
And as Kathy's looking at that, I'll just note that there was a question in the Q&A come through about like where to fill out your profile. And you can actually, if you sign in through the sneak peek event as the same one as eBay Open, if you fill out your profile now, it'll be imported for eBay Open as well.
Absolutely. Let me try and get back. For some reason, my chat went away. So what I was going to say is, so Michael Swopes, who's Akron, Ohio. For some reason, my chat went away, Stephanie.
Kathy, if you want to stop sharing your screen and just go to that way you can view the whole platform. We don't need the Q&A section of it.
There we go. Yay! Okay. But I'm still just seeing Allison Angles. Not that I don't love seeing Allison. If you are going to the kickoff party in Akron, it is on the 25th because Michael, who runs it, is actually going to be somewhere on the 26th. And it's pretty much sold out. So if you want to, definitely they have a Facebook business page, find the Akron meetup, message them, let them know that you're interested or you're not going to be able to get in. Okay.
Kathy, if you go back to the top where it says event or session,
yep,
and you click on session, you should be able to see the chat from this.
See, this is why I have Stephanie with me.
Also,
Angie's putting her Twitter in. Now listen, Angie Cordona Nelson, who just put her Twitter in, she is San Jose area electronic seller. So electronic seller, connect with Angie. Diane, thank you. She put the Facebook group for the pop-up. And Diane Lassonde, who's in the group, runs the meetup in the Boston area with Trish Glenn. So Boston, New England sellers, get a hold of Diane Lassonde, look for her group. Okay. Yes, I just did, Angie. I spoke about Michael's thing on the 25th. Chewy candies. You're so funny, Gary. New followers over Instagram. I really appreciate. Good. Kimberly's putting her Instagram up. Now, when you're putting up your Instagram profiles and your Facebook business pages, and I'm sure Jessica's going to talk about this when she does social media, you definitely as sellers want to be following other sellers. But remember, when you're posting on social media, your product, so I'm going to spin this. Right now, we're talking about seller to seller networking. I want to meet sellers in New York. I want to meet sellers that sell electronics. I want to meet, like Michael Swope, One for Silver. He's tabletop. He's going to do one of the category breakouts. Let me tell you, if you want to learn tabletop, you want to go to Michael's category breakout because he is tops on tabletop. Really, really, really good. So I want the seller networking because I want to learn about tabletop. Then you're going to pivot and listen to Jessica. She's going to talk about social media as a seller. And that's why I was sort of cautioning people on posting their eBay stores. Now, I don't know about you. I know Angie Cordona Nelson is like this, and Diana's like this. I shop eBay almost every day. So you want me following you. You want me to check out your eBay store. Plus, I'm an eBay coach, so I'll be glad to help you with some things because I shop on eBay every day. But remember, when you're posting on social media, on your Instagram, your Facebook business page, yes, we all want to network with each other and get to know each other and help each other. But I really want to attract my shoppers. So when you're posting on social media, this is like an advanced tip. Like my selfie from the Photoshop, my photo booth is, hey, I'm attending eBay Open. I'm learning so much wonderful, whatever you're learning that day. so that I can take care of you, my shoppers. I'm attending shipping today so that my holiday shipping is going to be better than it's ever been before. I'm attending collectibles today so that I can write the best collectible listing to stand out to you. Remember that you're posting on social media and that potential buyers are looking at your item. And as much as we all love each other, we want to sell. I see lots of people saying, I'm here to grow my business. So think about your social when you're putting up your social, right from the photo booth and everything is, I'm attending because I want to be the best seller I can be for you, because I want to learn about how to write a great listing for you. I want to learn about organizing my inventory so I can pull things quickly and get it shipped to you. Okay. So always remember to be thinking like a buyer too. Okay. More advanced tip, but I wanted to get that in there.